You are all welcome in Anand Ganwat's channel, educational channel. In this lecture, we are going to learn the third part of set, Venn diagram. You are looking the picture of John Venn, which was great mathematician, representing these types of Venn diagram. So John Venn mathematically represents logic and probability. So this was the first scientist who represent logic and probability using Venn diagrams. His famous book is Logic of Chance. So closed figures are used to represent sets by John Venn. All types of closed figures are used to show sets like square, rectangle, pentagon, circle, then trapezium and hexagon also. So these types of figures, which are closed figures, are used to show Venn diagrams. Now let us understand example of set A. We are going to show this set A using Venn diagram. Now let us show set A using Venn diagram. Set A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we will use a circle which is a closed figure to show set A. Now give the name of set A. Set A, which contains 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in this way we have represent here set A. Now let us represent set B. Now for representation of set B, we shall use a rectangle. Now first we have to write the set B using listing method. So use listing method and write set B. Set B is equal to, now set B is a set of all x such that -10 is less than or equal to x is less than or equal to 0, where x is an integer. So all integers between 0 and 10 and equal to 0 and 10. So 0, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, -7, -8, -9 and -10. So this is the set B required here. Now give the name set B to this rectangle. Now write the elements 0, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, -7, -8, -9, -10. Now let us understand subset. So what is the meaning of subset? If A and B are two sets which are given here, and every element of set B is also an element of set A, then B is a subset of A. Each and every element of set B is present in set A, then we can say that B is a subset of A. So this can symbolically written as B is a subset of A. These types of symbol is used here to show subset. So B is a subset of A, or simply B subset A. Now let us understand with example and Venn diagram. So A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and B is equal to 2, 4, 6, 8. Now consider all the elements in set B. Set B have the element 2 which is present in set A. Set B have the element 4 which is present in set A, 6 which is present in set A, 8 which is present in set A. So all the elements in set B are present in set A. Therefore we can say that B is a subset of set A. Now let us show this using a Venn diagram. Let us draw Venn diagram. Now here we are going to use two closed diagrams, that is circle to show set B and rectangle to show set A. Give the name. So set B is here and set A is here. Now represent elements in each set. First set B. Set B have element 2, 4, 6, 8. And remaining elements of set A are 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So remaining element 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 which are in set A. So in this way B is a subset of A, and this can be shown using Venn diagram like this. Now let us do an activity. Set of students in a class and set of students in the class who can swim. This is shown by Venn diagram. So here is the Venn diagram showing students in a class and students in the class who can swim. Now understanding how to show set and a subset using Venn diagram, let us do same activity for remaining two examples. Set of student in a class and set of student who can ride bicycle in the same class. So we will use here two types of diagram, that is trapezium and a pentagon. Trapezium to show set of students in a class and pentagon to show set of students who can ride bicycle. So let us show. So trapezium is a set of students in a class. Students in a class. Then students who can ride bicycle in pentagon. So in this way we can represent given set and subset using Venn diagram. A set of fruit is given as follows: guava, orange, mango, jackfruit, chiku, jamun, clustered apple, papaya, and plum. Now show this subset using fruit with one seed and fruit with more than one seed. Now do this activity at your home and complete this set and subset using Venn diagram. Now example, let us check set and subset using first example. N is a set of all natural numbers, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, etc. And I is a set of integers, that is, we know that all negative numbers 0 and all positive numbers. Now let us write set which is a natural set. N is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. I is equal to set of -3, -2, -1, 0, +1, +2, +3 and so on. Now observing given two sets, we can conclude that all the elements of set N, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, are present in set I. Therefore N is subset of set I. N is subset of I or N subset I. Second example, that is set P is a set of all x such that x is a square root of 25, and set X is a set of all y such that y is subset of I. -5 is less than or equal to y is less than or equal to 5. Therefore, let us write both the sets using listing method. P is equal to now x is the square root of 25, therefore -5 and +5. Now S is equal to, S is a set of all y such that y belongs to I and -5 less than or equal to y is less than or equal to 5. Therefore, so -5, -4, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So observe these two sets. Which is bigger set? Set S is a bigger, and which is smaller? Set P is a smaller. Let us check whether all elements in set P are present in set S or not. So first, -5. So -5 is present in set S. +5 also present in set S. Therefore, we can say that P is a subset of S. P is a subset of set S. Now remember what we learn here. Every set is a subset of itself. Means A is a subset of A. Let us understand with arguments. All the elements of set A is present in set A? Yes, definitely. So all the elements of set A, of course, present in set A. Therefore, every set is a subset of itself. Empty set is a subset of every set. Let us check by argument only. Empty set has no any element. Therefore, is all the elements of empty set present in set A? Of course, they are present. Therefore, empty set is a subset of every set. Empty set is subset of empty set itself also. If A is equal to B, means A and B, which are two equal sets, we can say that all the elements of set A is present in set B and all the elements of set B are present in set A. Therefore, A is a subset of B and B is a subset of A. If A is a subset of B and B is a subset of A, then we can say that A and B are equal sets. Now example, if A is equal to 1, 3, 4, 7, 8, then write all possible subsets of set A. In the previous discussion we learned that empty set is a subset of every other element. So empty set is subset of A also. Then let us write set of element 1, set of element 3, set of element 4, set of element 7, set of element 8. So firstly we have write the set with no element and then set with only one element. Now let us write set with two elements. Now these are all the sets with element 3. Now let us write the set with element 4, that are 1, 3, 4, 7 and 3, 4, 7, 8. So these are all the set with elements 4. Now remaining the set with element 5, that is A itself. 1, 3, 4, 7, 8. So now another example. Some sets are given below. Now discuss and decide which of the following statement are true. A is a subset of set B, C and D. Now let us check whether A is a subset of B, C and D. For that we must check that if each element of set A is present in set B, set C and set D. So let us check first the element of A whether present in set B. So element -4, it is not present in set B. Therefore A is not subset of set B. A is not a subset of set B. Now next, let us check A is a subset of C or not. So -4, it is not present in set C. Therefore A is not subset of set C. Now let us check whether A is subset of D. So -4 that is present in set A is present in set B, set D. -2 that is present in set A, it is not present in set B. Therefore A is not subset of set D. So in this way A is not subset of B, A is not subset of C and A is not subset of D. Let us now turn towards the second question. Second question is that B is a subset of all sets which are given above. Let us check whether B is subset of all the sets given in above example. So B is a set with element 1, 2, 3 and so on, means the set of natural numbers. Whether it present in set A. Now 1, the element 1, it is not present in set A. So therefore B is not a subset of set A. B is not subset of set A. Let us check set B, whether set B is subset of set C or not. For that, so one is element in set A which is not present in set C, one is element of set B which is not present in set D. Therefore, we can say that B is not a subset of set C and B is not subset of set D. Let us check whether set B is subset of set I or not. So the element 1 present in set B also present in set I, 2 present in set I, 3 present in set I. Therefore, B is a subset of set I. So in this way we have checked given two examples. Now let us understand the concept of universal set. The bigger set which will accommodate all given sets under consideration, known as universal set, means all the given set can be generated from that bigger set. That bigger set is called as universal set. The set under consideration are the subset of the universal set. So all the elements which are under consideration of universal set are subset of that set. Let us understand. The universal set is denoted by the capital letter U. So capital letter U is used for representation of universal set. In Venn diagram, it is represented by a rectangle only. So you should use rectangle for showing a universal set. Now let us discuss what will be the universal set of given example. Students in a class 9 who frequently remains absent. So for finding students in a class which are frequently remains absent, we have to consider all the students in the 9th class. So all the students in the 9th class is a universal set of given set. Next, a cricket team of 15 students to be selected from a school. So what should be the universal set for given example? We have to select 15 students from school. So the universal set should be like this. The students which are playing cricket in that school. Students which are playing cricket in that school, this set will be the universal set of given set. Now let us understand complement of set. Suppose U is universal set and B is a subset of U. Then the set of all elements in U, and not present in set B are called as complement of set B. Remember that if B is subset of set U or universal set, then set of all elements in U which are not present in set B is called as complement, and this complement set is denoted by B complement like this and B complement like this. So it is also called as B dash, B complement, and here B complement. So B dash or B complement is defined as follows. B complement is equal to set of all x such that x belongs to U, means x is a component of universal set, and x does not belongs to B. So all the remaining elements except the elements of set B called as complements of set B. Now let us understand with an example. Universal set is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and set A is equal to 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Now we have to find A dash. So as we have seen the definition of A dash is a set of all such elements which are not present in set A but present in universal set. So one that is present in universal set not present in set B, so it is component of A dash. 2 is present in universal set and that is present in set A also. 3 is present in set universal set but not present in set A, that is component of complement of A. So 3 is present in 4 is present in say universal set and that is also present in A. 5 is present in say a universal set that is not present in set A, therefore 5 is a complement, 5 is element of complement of set A. 6 is present in universal set that is also present in set A. 7 is present in universal set not present in set A, therefore 7 is here. 8 is present in set universal set that is also present in A. 9 is present in universal set that is not present in set A, therefore 9 is here. And 10 is present in universal set that is also present in set A, that's why 10 is not element here, 10 is not present here. So A complement have the elements like 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Now next example. Universal set U is equal to 1, 3, 9, 11, 13, 18, 19, and set B is equal to 3, 9, 11 and 13. Now let us find B complement, and after that let us find complement of B complement, and we have to draw inference. So let us write B complement first. So B complement, that is set of all elements which are present in universal set but not present in set B. So 1 it is not in B, 3 it is present in B, 9 it is present in B, 11 it is present in B, 13 it is also present in B, 18 it is not present in B, 19 it is not present in B. Therefore the given set B dash or B complement is 1, 18 and 19. Now let us find complement of B complement or complement of B dash. So complement of B dash. By the definition, complement of B complement is a set of all elements which are present in universal set but not present in complement of B. Let us check one by one. The element 1 which is present in complement of B, element 3 which is not present in complement of 3, element 9 which is not present in complement 3, element 11 which is not present in complement B, element 13 which is not present in complement of B, element 18 which is present in complement B, element 19 which is also present in complement B. Therefore complement of complement B is a set of element 3, 9, 11 and 13. Now observe given set B. B is also having element 3, 9, 11 and 13. and complement of B complement, it is also having element 3, 9, 11 and 13. Means these two sets have all the elements of set B is present in complement of complement B, and all the elements of complement B is present in set B. Therefore, complement of complement is the given set itself. Now, properties of complement of a set. Understand these properties by argument only. No element are common in A and A complement. So definitely, because A complement is set of all elements which are not present in set A, therefore there is no any common element between A and A complement. Then A is a subset of universal set U, therefore A complement also a subset of universal set. Then complement of set U is empty set. Can you find any element which is present in universal set and which is not present in universal set? No, we cannot find any element such that type. Therefore, complement of universal set is always phi, means null set, empty set. Complement of empty set is U. So complement of phi, complement of empty set means the element which is present in universal set but not present in empty set. So these all the types, all the elements in the universal set are not present in null set but present in universal set. Therefore, complement of phi is equal to universal set. Now you have to solve the given practice set 1.3. Thank you.